Good afternoon and happy new year to everyone out there. Hope everyone had a great new year and off to a good start so far. Any resolutions out there, type them in the chat, let me know. My resolution, not really a resolution, but I'm doing a January challenge for St. Jude, and it is 100 push-ups a day, every day for the month of January. So a total of 3,100 push-ups. I did my 100 today already. I'm feeling a little sore because it's the third day. But hey, it's for a good cause and I'm feeling healthy. So anyway, let me know what's your resolution or any kind of challenges that you have going on. But welcome back to the Baltimore Stock Market Group. You know, we meet the first Tuesday of every month, 7 p.m. virtually. And I'm looking to do a in-person / hybrid event soon. I actually did one in December, did an in-person event. It was awesome. So thanks for joining me and let's move forward. There we go. So I'm your host, Coach Mike, founder and owner of Walk On Consultants, where I teach people how to get off the sidelines and get in the game of investing. I love the stock market. To me, it's the best game in town. So hit me up for a free consultation, no strings attached. We'll just talk and see if I'm the right coach for you. So part of today's video is about reviewing 2023, what worked, and trying to make a prediction for 2024. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. Sort of like predicting the weather, right? You know, we've got these patterns that we look for, but we're not always accurate, but we do have an idea of where this is going. But like the weatherman, sometimes we are wrong, but we do have a general idea of what's going to happen. So as I mentioned, in December, we got to get together. It was like 7 of us got there, and it was awesome. The energy in a room is so much different when you're in person versus virtually. So I really do enjoy getting together. Hopefully for 2024, we can do a lot more get-togethers. We were at a Black-owned sports bar on Allegheny Avenue in Towson called Silks, and I was really happy to support a Black-owned business. So if anybody out there in the Baltimore area knows of other Black-owned businesses, or even a minority business, could be a woman-owned business, I'd love to support them with our group. And supporting, because I'm a small business owner myself, so be happy to patronize another small business owner. But anyway, that was from December. Looking forward to many more in 2024. So I always start off the same way, that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And I know that some of my videos aren't the most exciting, right? You know, I'm really focused on the education and the content. And I know that a lot of other people out there do the same thing I do that are much more entertaining. And I'm going to work on my entertainment value. But if you come and watch my videos, just know that you're going to get some good information, some good content. And it might not be as exciting, but the information is top notch. All right. So with that in mind, let's take a look at 2023. Good year for the market. All 3 major indexes were up double digits. Really good year on tap. But before I do that, I got to look at 2022, when everybody was nervous and said, oh my God, Coach Mike, you said the market was a good place to be and I lost money. And I themed it no place to hide, because everything was down, from tech stocks to energy stocks and healthcare stocks, and everything was down, right? It was like no place to hide. And so people were panicking, because I happen to work with a lot of new first-time investors, and they've never seen this before. If you just got started, especially if you got started during the pandemic, you just thought everything goes up. And it was the first time you really got to see the flip side of the coin of investing in the stock market. So I got a lot of calls, a lot of emails about what's going on, but you got to take it in stride. There's nothing's perfect. You got to take the good with the bad. And that's just on par for the course with the stock market. Okay. I always told you, I tell everyone, don't panic. Okay. This is not the time to panic. Okay. This is normal. Stocks go up, stocks go down. They don't always go up. Okay. So I had told you back in 2022 and 2023, don't panic. This is normal. But also remember this, when you're investing in the market, this is not for a short, quick term, 3 months or 6 months. You got to be in it for the long haul. Think about this. Anything that worthwhile takes time. It takes you 4 years to graduate high school. It takes you 4 years to graduate college, right? Even takes a woman 9 months to have a baby, right? Good things take time. So don't think you're going to be a first-time investor and 6 months later, you're going to be rich. It takes time. I always recommend a minimum of 3 to 5 year time horizon for investing in the stock market. So just to recap again, 2022, bad year. But look what happened in 2023. We came right back. Okay, so this is why you got to have a little bit of patience when you're investing in the stock market. We came right back and some for 2023. Now, what's going to happen in 2024? Nobody knows. I do think it's going to be a good year again, but this is why you can't just panic. So 2024, a lot of things on the slate, right? We got an election coming up. We got 2 wars, Israel and Ukraine. We got a lot of artificial intelligence going on. And then, of course, the Fed is going to lower rates. Okay, a lot of you who are looking to buy houses, this may be the year to buy a house because rates will go down. So good things to consider. Now, surprisingly, markets during elections are really, really good. Look at that. 11.58% average versus a normal year of 9.8. So pretty good markets during election years. In fact, 20 out of 24 elections, the market was up. So it's 83% success rate with the stock market. Check it out. 24 elections, and 20 of those times the market was up. Only 4 times it was down. So no guarantees, but chances are good that the market will be up again this year. So be patient, okay? One of the things you're probably going to hear during the elections is that campaign promises. I promise to crack down on pharmaceutical companies ripping us off with these high cost of medications, especially for the elderly. And you're going to hear that. So pharmaceutical stocks may come under some pressure because they're going to be under fire with Congress and presidential candidates saying that we're going to rein them in. They're making too much money. But look at it. They do make a lot of money in the U.S. compared to other countries, right? So you're going to hear that. So don't be shocked when you see some of the pharmaceutical stocks going down. But I got to admit, if we Americans took better care of ourselves and not relied on pills so much, maybe we wouldn't need the pharmaceutical companies. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing the 100 push-up challenge, right? I want to stay in shape and be healthy so I don't need the pills, okay? So do yourself a favor and stay in shape. Be healthy, not just financially, but your body and your soul, okay? You can't just take a pill for everything, okay? So please stay in shape. Here are some of the top 10 companies, not just in the U.S., but in the world, okay? And I put the ticker symbols on the right, and you can see some of these companies listed. You probably heard of Pfizer and some of these companies, Johnson & Johnson. I'm sure you heard of these. Surprisingly, one of the companies, Moderna, that was really big during the pandemic with the vaccines is not even on the list. So they were good for the pandemic, but they're not even in the top 10. There's another drug coming out that's supposedly going to knock down your appetite for sweets. It's out. I can't remember. I think it's Novartis that has that drug, or Roche. I'm not sure, but be on the lookout for some drugs that are coming out that will sort of cater or cave or reduce your even need to have sweets. It will curb your sweet tooth. So, but I think they're going to come under fire this year. Now, the Fed and Jerome Powell lowering interest rates is good for the housing market because a lot of people right now have got a mortgage that's 3%, 4%, maybe it's 5%, but current mortgage rates are like 6, 7, and 8%. So who wants to buy a house with rates at that high? So now with the rates coming down, I think it will be a good time to look at some of the housing stocks. Again, these are not recommendations. It's just food for thought. If you believe what I believe, that rates are going to come down, this should be well for the housing stocks. If you're not sure which one to buy, you can always buy an ETF. The symbol is XHB. It's an ETF for the housing stocks. And of course, we got the war, right? We got wars going on right now. How do you make money off a war, right? I mean, there's always a way to make money off of a war, right? Think about this. Weapons are for sale. We've got American companies that produce weapons, and they're going to sell those weapons to these countries. Or this is the other way it's going to happen. We will give our weapons to those countries, but we got to replenish our inventory of weapons. So we're going to go and buy weapons to replenish what we gave away. Either way, the companies that make weapons are going to make money. Okay. And here are some of those companies that make weapons that will probably have some profits after this war is over. Okay. Again, not recommendations, just food for thought. If you think the war is going to continue and you think we're going to keep giving away weapons and selling weapons, then these are some of the stocks you should look at. And of course, I like to give you options. If you don't know which one to pick, there's always an ETF. The symbol is ITA. You want to just buy the ETF, that's an easy way to go. And lastly, AI, artificial intelligence. This has been big during 2023. I think that, the cat's out of the bag, the genie's out of the bottle, whatever you want to call it. These are some of the areas that are going to be profitable this year, next year, and probably for the next 5 years is AI stocks. So I put out a list of stocks there to take a look at. NVIDIA was probably one of the biggest. I think it was up over 200% last year. Will the trend continue? I don't know. Maybe AMD catches up or Intel catches up. But here are some AI stocks and AI related stocks you should definitely take a look at. So as again, one thing to remember is whatever sector you go in, spread the wealth through diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's one of the reasons I recommend using ETFs. You can see the S&P 500 is broken down into different sectors, and you can see the percentages of those different sectors. Now, do you have to follow that exactly? No. But just keep in mind, you should have some sort of diversification in your portfolio. You shouldn't have all tech stocks. You shouldn't have all banking stocks or all real estate stocks. There should be some diversification in your portfolio. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to follow it to the T, but just understand that the S&P 500 is diversified, and so should you. Lastly, I want to say, monitor your portfolio. Use alerts to let you know when stocks went up, stocks went down. Technology is amazing. You can set alerts that would trigger you and give you a beep, and when something went up or went down. Again, listen to the quarterly reports, review your winners and losers, rebalancing. Hit me up if you want to talk, and we can go over your portfolio. I really would like to do a sort of like an annual doctor's checkup. I want to check up your portfolio, and let's see what stocks are in there, what's working, what's not working. And I'll ask you why you bought this stock. Is it working? Should you sell it? Should you buy more? So I'm always available for consultation. Let me know. Recently, I just signed up for a course on trading. So I want to say to you that although I've been investing since the 90s, I don't know everything. I'm always constantly learning new things, and so should you. Learning is a journey. It is not a destination. You will never get there. There is no destination, okay? It's a continuous process. Please continue to educate yourself. That's what my videos are all about. It's about making sure that you're up to date on the latest trends and news and information and stocks. So this is a continuous process, but thank you for joining me. I'm Coach Mike with Walk On Consultants. Thank you for watching, and I'd love to see your chats and your comments in the chat below. Subscribe, like, and share. Appreciate you so much. Hope you have a great 2024. This is Coach Mike signing off.